Hey, Fab TV fans, I'm here with Bailey Spinn. We're here on the Sony lot. They must like you a lot. We're here at Sony.
Yeah, definitely. I'm signed with AWOL so much. I love them a lot.
Very cool. You mostly started with your YouTube career doing sketches and comedy, then it turned into doing music. Is that how it went down?
Yeah, I started with my YouTube content and I blew up for doing little skit based comedic videos. And then after a while, I've always loved singing and I wasn't that comfortable doing it. So it took me a while to build up the courage to post it. So I started integrating it by doing some covers. I used to cover Olivia Rodrigo and some lighter stuff. And then I just started working on making my own music and figuring out what I liked. And it's all a learning experience. So it's been a long journey. Came out with an EP and now we're on to this album.
You know, it's kind of hasn't been a long journey. It's kind of been like a short journey in a way. Like your music's been like a couple years.
Yeah, I think it's been like 3 years. I think this was my first full year having an artist project, which is really exciting to see the Spotify stats. It was very fun for me.
When did you know like you're good at this?
I think I always kind of had an inkling. I was somehow musically talented when I was a kid because I had a pretty good ear to pitch, but it was a big learning experience. And even when I started, I was not as good as I am now. And I took vocal lessons and I took guitar lessons, and it took a lot to figure out how to locate the places in my voice and get really good at belting, which I'm much stronger than I used to be at belting in a lot of my songs. So it's all about kind of teaching yourself and getting used to using your voice as an instrument, because there's head voice and so many different parts to it, and learning what kind of genre I wanted to be in and where my voice was suited the best and keys and things.
How do you pick the titles for your songs?
It usually comes pretty easy to me. I'll have like a favorite word, like my song Super Glue. That was actually the entire idea I came in with. I didn't have anything. I just said the word super glue and I thought it was a very cute, fun title, and we kind of worked with that and just went off of it. And then the album ended up being called Loser just because I felt it was very personal to me, and I kind of feel like a loser sometimes, and I know other people do. So a lot of the time it just felt right, or we'll go for a hook and then name it after that.
I think it's a cool title to call it Loser because it's like it goes up from there.
Yeah, I'm trying to take some of the power back. I'm like, if I call myself a loser, then you guys can't do it. I'm already claiming this as my word.
Very cool, very cool. I love all the titles. I was looking through the titles of your song. I like every title like meant something to me. I'm like, I can relate with that. I can relate with that. And how I have to go back to this, like, how did you choose every title? Just like randomly or what you felt?
Yeah, it was based off of what we had written that day. Like my song Happy Ending, that was my whole idea. I was talking about.
Is it wait? It's longer than Happy Ending. I thought it was longer than just Happy Ending.
Yeah, there's like 8 tracks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's all eight, and we just kind of go off of whatever we came up with in the session, and a lot of them we've even switched the name on some, like Front Row Psycho. That was the hook that we came up with, and it made a lot of sense because I was talking about the hate comments I was getting and how people had a negative view, and I kind of spewed that back into it, and I loved the term Front Row Psycho. I just thought it was very fun.
I
and
love
cool.
that name.
Yeah, thank you. Me too. That's why I picked it. I was like, that's cool. I love that. So it's usually a feeling, and I'm like, yes, that's a name. It's perfect.
Front row psycho is like the person being in front of the concert, like going psycho over the artist.
Yeah, definitely. Like head banging in the front. And the song is kind of telling people, you might be hating on me now and you don't like the project, but one day you're going to want to come to my show. And, I'm going to remember when you hated me at the beginning, because it'll stick with me.
True. How do you pick the tone or the style or the beat of the songs that you like?
I feel like I always listen to heavy rock and all the different kinds of rock and indie and alternative and shoegaze and grunge. So it actually can be difficult for me to lock in on what I want my own sound to be just because I love so much of it. But I usually just go off of what I'm feeling. I have a lot of heavier songs like In Loving Memory. It felt right with a theme. It's very graveyard, talking about I killed a past version of myself. And then some of them are a lot lighter, and it just depends on my mood. A lot of times when I'm in the session, I'm like, I want to make pop rock today, and it also can go off of what I'm listening to at the time. I've even had scrap songs that were like Bring Me the Horizon and like a lot heavier, and so I'm all over the place with it, really.
My producer writer, she was even saying that some of your songs are kind of punkish.
I honestly wouldn't call my songs punk. From what I understand, I think punk is a little bit more political, and I kind of veer away from that. A lot of mine are about romance and friendships and a little more lighthearted and that kind of stuff.
No, I agree. I didn't mean to make it sound like punk like that. Just kind of like she was saying, kind of like harder beat, like tougher beat.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're a little heavier than some of the other ones. There's a few individual tracks that'll have like breakdowns and some more metal aspects to them, and then there's other ones that are very Avril Lavigne and lighthearted and more pop rock radio leaning side.
When I hear your songs, they already sound like hits.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
I was like,
that.
I think I heard this before. It sounds already cool. It sounds like it's already in a movie. I think I heard this in a commercial. They sound that way.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. I love the like commercial appeal of it all, but also I just love writing catchy pop songs. I find myself listening to catchy pop songs all the time. If I'm not listening to rock, I'm listening to Sabrina Carpenter or Chapel Roan. So I think I kind of mixed all of my interests into one.
I think you do, because on the way here, we're listening to it on the way here. I'm like, did I hear this before? It just sounds like it should be top 10.
Oh yeah, I mean I'd love for it to be top 10. I'll manifest it. I hope it will be.
Well, I'm saying it because I'm a lucky charm. It's like it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, definitely. I appreciate that. I'm manifesting it. I'll sit and even listen to the album and just imagine, performing it to people and all of that stuff. So it's good to have a positive mind about what the outcome's going to be.
Next time I talk to you, it'll be MA, Billboard, or Grammys. Okay? On the red carpet.
Definitely.
Okay.
For sure.
Talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're great. You're great.
Yes. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Okay. We're done.